Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Revere Skyes Essence. Very important thing that we need to realize is the misconception of prepping. I'm going to explain some to you. People who eat clean, really clean, like let's say they eat meat. Okay, let's say people that season their food like white folks. Let me explain something to you now. When you go around the world, people using spices and aromatics to season their foods. When you come to the United States, black folks are using prepared seasonings that have chemicals in them. Okay, this is very important. People say, oh, black people could cook. Black people know how to make food taste good. Yeah, but it's amplified by chemicals. If you look at half of the seasonings that are already prepared, now if they don't just use sea salt, Himalayan salt, and put all their spices together, 9 out of 10, the seasoning they're using got some type of chemical in it. Some caking agent, it's bad enough garlic powder got a caking agent. Some type of MSG or something, right? When you see people, when I make my hamburgers or my meatloaf, I got to put onion soup in it. Onion soup full of chemicals. So what am I saying? What is Revere Sky saying? I'm saying a lot of people ain't going to make it. A lot of people are too picky. They are too picky. They do not know how to eat clean. Do you know people think you're really supposed to season collard greens and cabbage with meat? Why you just can't use a little garlic or a little salt or just a little salt? A few bell peppers. Why they can't have a different flavor? Why you have to season your beans with sausage and ground beef and ham hocks? Pigtails, smoked turkey neck bones and stuff. Why you just can't eat your greens clean? Even down to people who can their food, they season their food with a lot of different meats. If they doing beans, greens, what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to survival and prepping, you got a better chance of having water, grains, salt. Water, grains, beans, and salt. Water, grains, beans, and salt. And you got to learn how to forage the wild greens in your area. That's right. You got to, it's like, I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm not giving you nutritional advice. But if I'm in a situation and I notice I'm not intaking no vitamin C, no iron, no nothing, I'm about to go eat that grass. I'm about to go pulverize that grass, put that grass and make me some juice, grass juice, just like wheatgrass. Because it may irritate me or something, but I'm going to get them vitamins. I'm going to get them nutrients. You ain't going to see me around here catching scurvy because I'm afraid to eat the weeds. So back to it. Do you know all our life we've seen people with nothing but water and butter in their refrigerator? They ain't got no food in their freezer or nothing. And if they do buy food, it's box food. It's microwave food. You got people out there that don't even know how to cook. Survival food. A lot of people that don't know how to regulate their sugar and diabetes and all that, they're going to be hypoglycemic. They will die from hypoglycemia. So get a pen and a piece of paper and write down these main ingredients you need in your prepper's pantry if you don't have nothing else. This is the dry side. You need your water. You need 30 gallons of water. You need 12 bags of rice. You need 12 bags of beans. You need 5 pounds of salt, and 5 pounds of sugar. Not only that, you need a multivitamin. You need 6 bottles of multivitamins, preferably Geritol. You could pick whatever brand you want. Just make sure it has all your vitamins in it. Let me repeat it again. You need rice. You need 30 gallons of water. And this is not to bathe. This is not to clean your ass. This is for survival, for you to drink. This is the water that you're supposed to bathe with and clean things should already be in storage containers. Okay? The water, this is just the clean water to cook and drink. So 30 gallons of water, 12 bags of rice, 12 bags of beans, 5 pounds of salt, preferably sea salt and Himalayan salt. And you might want to store like 4 boxes of iodized salt. I'll discuss that in another video. And 5 pounds of sugar so that you won't go hypoglycemic. Okay? And now you got your rice. Now you got your beans. Now, if you got more money, get you 5 pounds of flour, 5 pounds of cornmeal. Get you your seasonings. Get all the seasonings you could get. If you can get dry vegetables like sweet peas, corn, carrots, get it. Write all this down. Now look, that's just for one person. That's that person, that one person. Hold on. Let me call you back. I'm on the phone. Let me call you back. Okay. So that's just for one person. That's for one person. And the water is only going to last you 30 days. That 30 gallons of water is only going to last you 30 days. Your grains and your food is going to last you for one person, that could last you a year. Swear to God. When you eat them beans and that rice, you ain't going to need much. I swear, you could cook 1 cup of rice and 1 cup of beans and you'll be straight all day. Like, you better learn how to forage them greens. Okay. So, when it comes down to living things, you need things that need to be in cool, dark places. You need your sweet potatoes and your iced potatoes, your Irish spuds, okay? Your potatoes, your red skin potatoes, your yellow potatoes. These things can be in brown bags and stored in dark, cool places. They can last for a very long time. Now, if you live in some hot-ass apartment where ain't a cool spot in there, you might have to have a something, but they got to be able to breathe. They can't be in no deep freezer. They got to be in a refrigerator. But what if your refrigerator not working? So that's what I needed to tell y'all. So let me remind you of something. That's the cheapest way to go. You really need 365 gallons of water, fresh water. That means that one person can live 365 days. Okay? You need 365 days of vitamins, whole multivitamins. You need 365 days of rice and beans, salt and sugar. That's just for one person. Now, if you're a person that got children, you need to double and triple and whatever that up. That's right. I'm telling you. Now, back to the people who have to eat all these different spices and stuff and can't eat clean. Like me, I could simply steam me some carrots, sprinkle, they ain't even got to have no salt on them. But I could sprinkle me a little salt on them. Boom, I'm eating them carrots. Just like avocado. I can take that avocado and just eat it straight up. Just eat it straight up. No salt, no pepper, no nothing. But if I had to choose, I could put a little salt on it. I'm not the type of person who have to eat strawberries and add sugar to them. I don't have to put salt on my watermelon. I don't have to put sugar on my grits. I don't have to put a pound of sugar in my spaghetti. These are things to think about. And I've heard this on canning sites, on prepping sites and everything. And I got a reminder today. A lot of people out here eating 3 meals a day. I don't eat until 12 or after 12. And if I eat before 12, it's nuts or fruit. Nuts, fruit, or clay. And then when I eat during the day, I could chop up 2 sweet potatoes and steam them with a little butter, garlic, and salt, and I'm good. I'm good for the whole day because I'm steady drinking water. And if I need something else to eat, I'm gonna eat some grapes, oranges, or apples. Tell you the truth, in a day, I eat like 5 apples. I eat like 5 apples and about 4 oranges in a day. By the time it's time for me to eat, I be trying to figure out, do I want a little salad, a little side salad, what I want? Because I really don't have room to eat. Man, let me tell you something. A lot of people, when it comes down to prepping, they don't know how to prep because they don't know how to eat. I'm going to give you an example. I see people, one girl, one day, she was like, Skye, shoot me $50. Me and my kids hungry. Now, I did this once. I sent this girl $50. Guess what she did with the $50? She went to Taco Bell and bought food. She didn't go buy 5 packs of bologna, 5 packs of bread, some hamburger meat, some rice, some hamburger helper, and some canned green beans or nothing. She went to Taco Bell with that money. And I told her, I said, you know, you ruined it for everybody, right? I said, you said you and your children were hungry. And you went to Taco Bell with my money. Let a person come, let's say a person, okay, back in the day, a person would rent a room from me. And let's say I charge $75 a week, some people $150 a week, just depending on who they are and their income and if they old or not. So I would take $25 of their money because I know they ain't got no money. And I would go buy them a 10-pound bag of chicken, some rice, and some canned foods. And I would tell them, because I didn't want them stealing my food out the house, because I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. A motherfucker will rent a room from you and think you owe them the world. And they don't understand that this ain't no shared living quarters, no shared food. This ain't no party pack, okay? So if a person have a little money, they go out to eat. They'll eat Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then they'll start stealing your food out the refrigerator Thursday, Friday, and Saturday till they get their next paycheck. Now, if they're already doing this and money is accessible to us, supplies are accessible to us, just imagine when supplies are not accessible to us, what these people are going to be doing. Another thing, y'all know, I just had a problem with a guy telling me his little grandson was stealing a pork chop out the kitchen. I said, well, when y'all fed him, what did you feed him? What was all on his plate? He don't want to eat nothing but a pork chop. He don't run no show. I know another little boy. The lady bought everybody burgers. Her son pulled a patty out the burger and ate the burger and handed her the trash bag. Didn't eat the bread, the lettuce, tomato, nothing, just the patty. So children are like meat eaters, okay? So if you're not training your children to eat fruits and vegetables and grains, you're going to have problems No, you really won't have problems, because when they see ain't no meat coming, they're going to eat whatever they can eat anyway, because sooner or later they'll get hungry. Now, mentally, you got to be ready to fast, because if you're not ready to fast, then your vibration will go into starvation, and then you're going to have problems. You're going to have major problems. Also, you need your nuts. You need your Sabian grains like amaranth, chickpeas, quinoa, teff. What's another one? I can't think of it right now. Amaranth, quinoa, chickpeas, teff. These have a lot of minerals in them. They have a lot of minerals in them. So when you think about prepping, and you see all them videos where these third world countries are eating nothing but rice and honey, or rice and beans, or rice and greens, those are the healthiest people on the planet, if you don't know it or not. The people that over season their food, got to have butter, got to have cream, got to have this type of seasoning. It's a reason why you want that, your brain want that seasoning, because it got something in it that ain't supposed to be in it. When you're eating nutrient foods, you're going to eat less, okay? And when you're eating foods that your body desire, you're going to eat as much as you can and stop. It's just like a caterpillar. That caterpillar going to eat until it get full and stop. Y'all need to be mindful. Even if we never have a shutdown or anything, you should already have 30 gallons of water and all your grains, rice, salt, sugars, and flours available to you at all times. Now, if we're in a situation where there's disaster or there's some type of war, and nobody has power, lights, gas, or nothing, you're gonna have to have food that's already that's already cooked. So you need canned foods, whether you can them yourself or already have them canned. You need 365 cans of food at all times. What worries me the most is there's a lot of people out there picky. They don't want to eat chicken with the bone in it, but they'll go eat a chicken nugget, and they can't even identify if that's meat or not. They don't know if they're eating cardboard or what. They'll go eat Taco Bell, but they won't cook their own tacos. Okay? These are the people you're going to have to worry about, because these people don't know how to prep. Just imagine, when I go to people's house, older people, they got rice, beans, canned goods. They done canned some jam and jelly and stuff. I be like, dang, they be pulling stuff out the refrigerator and the shelf, be telling me to try it, saying they need help eating it up, Now, these the people I roll with. These are the people I roll with. They learn to process their own foods. Now, on the other hand, like I said, these people worrying me now. If you have not even prepped you water, if you don't have no type of solar panel, whether it's a battery, a little battery pack charger, that's a solar panel. If you don't have no type of solar equipment, no type of backup charging system, nothing, you're worrying me, because you're going to be in a rut. Not only that, your kids, it bothers me that people have 5 and 8 kids, 3, 4, 5, and 8 kids, but they're not putting themselves in a position to grow fruits and vegetables. And when they get those $1,000 worth of food stamps, they're not even buying fruits and vegetables. They're buying boxed food, Gatorades, sodas, hamburger meat, steaks. They might buy strawberries because strawberries are red and look cute. So they buy those. 9 out of 10, they're going to put sugar on them. They buying a bunch of junk to feed your high. You could tell people who feeding the high, always giving their children treats. And you can tell people who eat nutritional and feed their children nutritional foods. Like you see them parents that have raisins and trail mix and apples and snacks like yogurt and stuff, but they don't go overboard with all them sodas and stuff. So all these people that's getting this free money need to actually switch up the way they process what they're gonna eat. You need the basics. You need the basics. And another thing, to these meat eaters, if you ain't got no canned meat, sooner or later you're going to be out of luck. Because sooner or later you're going to be trying to look at something else to eat. A human, a pigeon, whatever in them cities, you're going to be looking to eat something else. And that ain't cool. You know how birds do? A bird can have too many babies, and whichever one is the strongest, they'll keep it and they'll eat the weak one. I'm telling you, some of these humans out here got animal instincts. It's going to be the same way. If you have to have so much for your food to taste good, you're going to have problems. Nothing's wrong with your food tastes good. Nothing ain't wrong with you seasoning your food. Everybody want a treat. But if you can prepare the basics to get you through hard times, whether that be one night, 2 nights, a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year, or 2 years, or 3 years, it needs to be readily available to you. And that other grain is kamut, K-A-M-U-T, kamut. Kamut is nice. I pulverize it into a flour, then I put boiling water and boil it and eat it like oatmeal, best. And it doesn't give you acid reflux. Dr. Layla Africa said, the reason why, he said, why would people eat acid on an acid stomach? So in the morning when you wake up, you have the most acid on your body. That's why I eat an apple in the morning. I eat an apple, I drink some water. That apple scrape all my walls in my body. After I eat that apple and drink that water, I can eat something like kamut or something after 12, because kamut is still heavy. But it's just something to think about now. I'm really worried about people, because when you think about prepping, people are trying to prep sodas, drinks, a bunch of box food, a bunch of snacks, when really prepping is not that expensive if you get the basic essentials. Basic essentials. Also, you need to get you buckets and trays and start filling them with dirt. Dirt is free. Dirt is everywhere. And start planting you a garden. I don't care if it's on your balcony. I don't care if on your kitchen floor. I don't care in your living room. Wherever you got to put this garden. You need to get you a garden and start growing your greens and whatever you can grow to sustain you when you need living foods. And to all the people out there that are renting, you paying $800 and $900 rent, $600 and $700 rent, $1,200 rent, and you're living by yourself, and you paying that rent and you paying that car note, and you can't afford to prep. It's time for you to downsize. It's time for you to downsize so that you can start prepping. All these people that ran away from home don't want to fuck with their family no more. It's time for you to take what you got and start prepping. It's time for you to start downsizing so that you can prep. It's people out there right now can buy them an acre of land for about $5,000 or $10,000. It's time for you to do that. It's time for you to buy you a motorhome. It's time for you to buy you a van. It's time for you to make a camp outside of your normal way of living so that you can prepare for anything. Another thing you might need, crackers, canned foods, canned meats, whatever you desire. But canned meats ain't got no electricity in them. You'll be better off eating rice and stacking up on your sweet potatoes and your potatoes, red skin, gold, iced potatoes. Also, your medicinal herbs, sea moss, bladderwrack, kelp, burdock root, sarsaparilla. You need those herbs. Those are blood cleansers. Those are lymphatic and thyroid amplifiers. You need elderberries. You can always boil some elderberry tea and drink it and get the nutrients you need and the vitamin C. Okay? Elderberries are dark purple, so they purify the blood in the crown chakra. Okay? Sea moss is a food, is a superfood. You can eat it and you can survive. You can survive off just eating sea moss and rice and some wild greens. Sea moss is a food in itself. Okay? But you have to start getting down to the minimum and the basics. A lot of people are prepping the wrong shit. You need the basics. The basics. So when I upload this video, I want to know how many people that watch this video has 35 gallons of water that they don't have to touch. That has at least 12 bags of rice, 12 bags of beans, 5 pounds of salt, 5 pounds of sugar. And then if you got more money, get more water, more flour, more cornmeal. Then if you got more money, get your seasonings because you gonna need them because them rice and beans is what you eating. And then if you get more money, go on and get you 365 days of water. And remember, this is not bathing water. This is not to clean anything. This is water to survive. Because when it come down to cleaning and washing your ass, you need to be finding the cleanest river, rainwater, or something. And you need to be boiling it. You really don't want that water that you know that's safe to drink. That water that you know is safe to drink, you got to hold on to that water. Ain't no wasting that water. And then another thing about it, within your family and household, somebody got to guard everything. Because just like that little boy ain't number like 5 or 6. And he went in that kitchen and snuck and got another pork chop. But he's grown enough to tell his parents that he's not going to eat no rice, beans, greens, or vegetables on the side. But he wanted another pork chop. You see what I'm saying? So if the child is willing to steal the meat, and then you got that cousin and that person that loves stealing the meat, you put the stuff in the microwave, you put the stuff in the oven, they steal the meat. They don't steal nothing else. They don't steal the vegetables, they steal the meat. Man, it's going to be rough. It's going to be really rough for a lot of people. So, and remember, get your vitamins. Get your whole vitamins. Because a lot of people out here, a lot of people think because they don't eat meat and then their hair fall out, their teeth fall out, that the reason all that happened is because they quit eating meat. That's not why. They was already mineral deficient. They was mineral deficient when they was eating meat. And the only thing that was sustaining them was that meat. And it was a tri byproduct. I call it a tri-product because that cow ate that grass, that nutrient-dense grass and all them weeds. And then you got the meat. So you're eating a tri-product of it. It ain't even the actual mineral that come from the plant. The plant put the nutrients in the damn animal. You're eating the meat, so you're getting a little bit of supplemental minerals. And boom, Then you want to go vegan, vegetarian. You're already minerally deficient. And then you start eating them fruits and vegetables that grow in a greenhouse or a lab, somewhere where they have genetically modified them to go against the body. And then you wonder why your hair and your teeth falling out. So, that being said, get your multivitamins because you're going to need them. You're going to need them for your whole family. And get you some aspirin because a lot of people out here going to have headaches because they're not going to be accustomed to eating clean and basic. And some people are going to be having hypoglycemic headaches and they're not going to be used to anything either. And they're not even going to know why they swimming, why they laying in bed and can't get up, because they sugar too low. They used to eating foods that give them a high or a rush. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free. Mwah.